Mailman's been busy at my mailbox this week. So let's see, I'm gonna unpack, just get back from a pool party. Got the Tungsten Horizon, new acquisition this week. Got some buttons that I finished for yesterday. These are double zircuti, I guess we'll call it. It's not exactly name brand zircuti, but yep. These buttons really help the Horizon a lot. Got the Tungsten Moonlight. Still really enjoying that thing. What was that, this week, last week? I don't know, it's all running together. Another one from last week, Tungsten Titanium Bantam. Got number 69 Copper Fuse. This is still, I mean, this is my favorite spinner ever. This is what I ended up using the majority of the time. Uh-oh, I have one in my pocket. Oh no, I think I left a fidget in the house. Oh well, that's okay. Got the Mokume Top C. That was in my hand for the majority of the time spent at the party. Zerk 1 PAL and the Wrapped. Pulled the Wrapped out a couple times, but the concrete and all the activity, I was honestly a little nervous. I didn't want any accidents with this guy. So yep, that was everything I brought with me. It's a little crazy. Oh, and I also brought the puffer crash, but I already had that out of the case or out of the fanny pack, and yeah, whatever. On to what you're here for. This is a Mokume B-hole from Dark Kitty, Black Cat, however you want to translate it from Chinese to, oh, we got another package in here. Should have an address on it. It does. Neither of these addresses are mine. Looks like we use a forwarding service, so 1 second, please. Ooh. Interesting case. Green's my favorite color, that's why I'm saying ooh. Power style. What do we got going on here? Interesting. Yeah, green, neat. Put this over here where it's supposed to go. So yeah, sorry, just kind of processing here. I'm finding I'm tired again, but I wanted to get this open. Number 9. So yeah, Black Cat. This is a Blackhole coin. That's a Haptic coin. It's a metal card. It's pretty awesome. You got 3-color Mokume. Let's get to the coin. I got this from Himao. That's how us Americans, I think, are gonna say it. H-E-I-M-A-O. Yeah, so I've had one of these in superconductor. I got this one so I could, I mean, yeah, I want to etch the crap out of it. Let's look inside here. Very cool. You can see internal structure, pivots on a bearing and slides on, what was these, thrust bearing. Yep. Looks like we got a little minor rust spot. Not a huge deal. How's this thing do on pattern alignment? I'm just curious. It's not important on a Haptic coin to me, but doesn't exactly line up anywhere. So this has a very light blasted finish. Oh no, God, I'm jumping all over the place. Sorry. Tell just how tired I am. I've had a superconductor one of these. If you've watched the channel for a while, had a reverse etch, but it was a little loud for my ears, so I just decided to trade it away a couple months ago. But I really like Mokume, and yeah, wanted to add one of these. This one definitely has softer magnets than superconductor. If that's something you do or don't like, it's definitely a preference. The texture on this sandblasting is nice. Definitely feels like a more like a stone rather than metal. We rotate it. Yep. So definitely on the softer side with magnets. It's not a bad thing, because that keeps it a little quieter for me. I do have my little crappy decibel meter way over here. Let's hold this thing at about a normal distance. We're getting a couple that are popping up into the 90s. A couple are registering up above 90. So yeah, it's definitely a little on the loud side. That's just something to keep in mind. I took that risk, you know, adding this to my collection. And I think it'll still be okay. I can add a little bit of knife pivot lube onto the bearing track and might quieten it down a little bit. But yeah. So, I mean, would you want to buy one of these over like a milk cap? Yes, definitely. I think the Blackhole and the NJT coins are the two best magnetic haptic coins that there are because of their central pivot bearing. That makes all the difference in the action for me. These thrust bearings alone are just not smooth enough and precise enough, in my opinion, to be the only rolling surface, so to say. Having that central bearing, roller bearing, ball bearing to pivot on just makes the Blackhole and the NJT coins superior. So I think choose the metal you like, choose the design you like, and go from there. I definitely like the Blackhole design better. Looks like a butthole, sure, but that's, I mean, that ain't a bad thing. Comment below if you chuckled. So next time you see this thing, I can already tell you it is going to be very different looking. I'm going to give this a hand polish, and then it's going to get dunked into ferric chloride, as a type of acid, for probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I've got a mixture that's mixed with some vinegar, some distilled water, and some other things. It's a really old solution, so to give a unique appearance, and yeah, gonna be able to see some of these layers separated out some more, because this is a 3 alloy Mokume. There's nickel, silver, brass, copper, brass, nickel, silver, brass, copper, brass, and so on. So the copper and the brass layers will get eaten more than the nickel, silver, and you'll see all kinds of variation between these layers. So it's a very pretty pattern of Mokume, I must say. I like the layer size, and I like that it has thin brass layers. A lot of Mokume is very brass heavy. Also not a bad thing, but if you're gonna get subjective about it, I like it when there's a little more copper than there is brass. I mean, even on my Wrapped, there's a good bit of brass here. Still almost equal, but this has less brass, and I don't know. I kind of prefer that. Oh, one thing I want to check real quick. This is going to be a shorter video, so I'm checking out here soon. Oh, I forgot one from my EDC. I forgot I had the Amaryllis with me. Tungsten with the cap superconductor buttons. But the reason I pulled that back out is, yeah, it fits that slip very nicely. So yep, that's the Mokume Blackhole. There'll be a link down there to his Facebook group. I'm also an admin there, so yeah, if you have questions, hit me up. I kind of can help with any language barriers or anything like that. I've talked with the maker quite a lot. We got a pretty good relationship. He's an awesome guy. I really like him. Yep, see ya.